Thanks so much for taking the time to join me here. My name is Billy Keels. I'm the founder and CEO of Keep On Cashflow. If you're watching this video, it means you want to learn a little bit more about real estate investment and investing. And one of the things that I want to be able to share with you in probably about the next 4 to 6 minutes is really helping you to understand why at the end of the day, when you're investing in real estate, the actual opportunity or the deal that you're going to invest in, it's actually the least important part. You see, when I got started in real estate investing, I was really focused on, finding the best deal, the least expensive, and this kind of stuff. But when you're looking to create passive streams of income, when you want to build your wealth over time, and also work on being able to do things and not have to worry about a paycheck day to day, and there's a bunch of steps that come before that are going to help you make sure that you get to those goals. And I want to share those with you because it took me a little bit of time to learn them. Actually, one of the best kind of things that I can think of to help you realize it is thinking about food, right? We all like food, but you can kind of think about different restaurants. If you've been around for a while, you've probably heard of a place called McDonald's. And for me, I live here in Europe, and so I like to think of a number of different fine dining restaurants, right? 3-star Michelin restaurants. And wouldn't it be kind of weird if you went to, for instance, a 3-star restaurant and you had a McDonald's worker on the front line greeting you? Or if you can imagine if you were going to a McDonald's and at the front line you saw somebody who was a maitre d'. Yeah, and the same kind of thing happens when it relates to real estate, right? And when it gets to the deal. Because whether you're talking about McDonald's or a 3-star restaurant, they're very good at what they do, and they both make money. And the same kind of philosophy really fits in real estate, because you can focus on a lot of different areas, but at the end of the day, if you're doing what you need to do and your entire process is aligned, you can also make money. So rather than looking for the best deal, what I want to share with you is it's a little process that I learned from one of my mentors, and I think it will also help you as you start to look at building your real estate portfolio or looking at alternative investments for your personal profile. So this 4-step process is something that is really pretty easy. And it's actually not just necessarily starting with the deal, but actually starting from the beginning and making sure that it's called the IMTD. And what does that mean, right? So we always usually start at the deal, but before you get to the deal, it's really important to make sure that the identity of your entire team is matched up, or the entire process is matched up. So when we talk about IMTD, everything starts at the end of the day, and this is one of the things that I'm now applying and want you to be able to apply from the beginning is, at the end of the day, wherever you're going to focus on in real estate or placing your own capital, is really be in touch with the individual, right? I'll use myself as an example. I know that everything that I do is going to be related to creating passive streams of income, and specifically cash flow. So everything that I do is related to that, and everything that you want to do should also be related to that. When you're looking to place your capital, or you're looking to get into real estate, be very clear on what type of real estate you want to be able to be in, or what type of income you want to be able to produce for yourself. But first and foremost, think about you as the individual. And then once you're really clear on what your objectives are, who you want to be able to serve, then the next thing is to really start to look at the market. And once again, using myself as an example, you see, if I think about cash flowing markets, where I want to place my capital, or those that are investing with me, their capital, I want to probably stay away from places like New York City or California, which are very much fluctuating markets. I want to go to a place that actually fits with the individual philosophy that I have. So places like Charlotte, North Carolina are great cash flowing markets. And it's just another sequence in the process. And then once I'm very clear on, what my market is, or where I'm going to place my time, my energy, then next it's about making sure that I'm building the right team. And this goes back to what I was talking to you about before. You see, if you have a team that is not focused on the type of property or the type of tenant that you want, well, you can sometimes get pretty strange results. So I want to make sure that that the team that I am working with, multiple teams that I'm working with in a specific market, to minimize the risk, I want to make sure that they're there, that they understand the market, and they also understand my individual philosophy. Just like you should be making sure that wherever you want to move your market, that your team's aligned, and that everything makes sense. Because at the end of the day, if you know where you are, if you know where you want to place your capital, you then find the market that you can do that in. Finally, you build the team around that. Actually, after that, when you're looking to build long term, the deal will really take care of itself, because then that way it doesn't matter if it's a 50-unit multifamily or another multifamily, because the entire process is aligned. So it took me a while to learn this, and so one of the things that I want to share with you is the process that I'm now following. So this is what I'm following. This was also the recommendation that I would make to you, so that you can get the most out of your time, your energy, especially when you're looking for new alternatives. So this process is something that's been very helpful for me, and that's the same reason that I wanted to share it with you. Everything is about identity, making sure that you're completely aligned. So just something that I wanted to share with you, something that has been very helpful. Over the next couple of videos as well, I want to be able to continue to do the same thing. So once again, as I mentioned to you before, wanted to explain to you really why, at the end of the day, the deal is the least important part. It's the entire process that's going to help you to be successful, help you get closer to your goals, and it's something that's definitely helped me. So once again, this is Billy Keels. I'm the founder and CEO of Keep On Cashflow. If you've liked this video, what I'd ask you to do is make sure that you click on the link so that you can find out more about what we're doing here. So that's my 2 cents for today. As always, thank you very much, and hasta la próxima.